Are we live?
Hi.
Hi,
Yes, we are
Lisa.
live. Hi,
Great.
Jeline.
Hi, Lisa. We finally
Hey.
live. How's everything with
Yeah,
you?
finally, after a few hiccups 2 weeks
Yep,
ago.
no problem. I hope everything's
Yes.
well.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So, hello. Welcome,
Hi.
everybody.
Hi,
And
everyone.
hi. It's 9 o'clock Sunday evening in Singapore. Thank you for joining this live session, whether you are tuning in now or catching the replay. Thank you for your
Mm,
presence. So this is my 12th Go Live episode. And let me introduce myself. My name is Lisa. I was born
mm.
in Sarawak, Malaysia. I grew up in Brunei and currently living in Singapore with my husband and a teenage daughter. In addition to my full-time job, I'm also running this online business. So today I have the pleasure of inviting a very special guest, Jeline from Singapore, who is going to share with us about her business journey from corporate world to becoming a successful stay-at-home mom while excel in her business. I
Thank
have
you,
first
Lisa.
met Jeline in person during our virtual convention that was held in Calgary, Canada.
Yeah,
Um, the
we
event
spent
took
the
place
night
in a
together.
yeah, the event took place in the evening of in Calgary, which was close to midnight Singapore time, and
Mm,
we stay up throughout the night for the convention. And the convention lasts about the whole night, 5 to 6 hours
yes, because of the time difference, so it
difference.
actually started like past midnight on our end.
Yeah,
So we
and
spent the night
also
together.
correct. And also we had our business get together dinner and durian session. Um,
Mm,
yeah, that was the second time after the convention.
yep.
She is very resourceful person and very detailed, precise person,
Thank
and also
you.
a very bubbly, cheerful lady. So without further delay, please welcome Jeline.
Thank you, everyone. Hi.
Yeah,
So,
it's a
like,
pleasure.
sorry, Lisa.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here with us, joining me
Thank
here on our
you.
live
Glad to
chat.
be here too. Yeah,
Hmm. So, Jolene, could you also please begin with introducing yourself, your background? How long have you been in this business? And like, what
sure,
did you do before doing this online business?
sure. So,
Mm.
hi, everyone. My name is Jaline. I am a mother of two, a girl aged 12 and a boy aged 10. I am from Singapore. Before joining this business, I have been in this business for close to 29 months now. And before doing this business, I have spent the bulk of my life in administrative roles in desk-bound jobs. So yeah,
Mm.
I started this business about 2+ years ago as a side hustle that I actually
Mm.
manage alongside my full-time job.
Mm. So admin work means you have to do basically everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
More than often, more it was more of like a bangla role. I call it. It's like, bao ka liao, everything, bao san bao hai, you got to do everything. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Could you also share with us if you have any struggle before starting this online business? Like, what was your pain and why did you decide to have this online business?
Yes. When I came across this business about 29 months ago, that was actually during the COVID period. So at that point of time, it was the lockdown period. So we were doing a lot of home-based learning for the children at home, and then for myself, it was a work from home. So it was a lot of remote work. So it was a very huge change for me because at that point of time, it was all very new, I believe, for all of us. So
Mm,
for someone who had problem multitasking, I
yeah.
actually struggled a lot, and actually I had to like attend to my work and also attend to my children who's at home. And then as a mother, when your children are at home, they do not really understand that you are still supposed to be working. So when they see you at home, they will be expecting your time to them, and then they'll be like, mommy here, mommy there, non-stop. So there were a lot of times that I was still on the laptop doing my work past 6 o'clock. So that was the only gauge and the only way my girl at that point of time could tell that I was still working. So to her, she actually made a few remarks that mommy is already after 6 o'clock. Why are
Yes.
you still working? Yeah. So
Mm.
then she didn't
Mm.
understand that I had to juggle and split my time between work and family when we were all home together, and then things that I couldn't really accomplish in the day, I had to wait until I have pockets of my free time, maybe during dinner time while they are actually taking a shower and things like that. Then I quickly work on the emails that I haven't replied, the reports that I need to run. So all this to them was like, you are still working
Mm.
after office hours. So she made a few remarks a few times, and then I realized that, okay, I am not being efficient already. I'm not being productive in my work already, because I felt very torn. Like, I was trying to manage both the expectations from my work and also the expectations of my children. But I felt more like a candle burning on both ends. So it's like
Mm.
I couldn't manage. It was like the candle is burning on both hands, and I'm the one that's going to get burned. So in the end, I realized that I needed to make a decision to decide what I wanted at that point of time. So the reason why I work hard, or I even work hard to earn money, is to actually provide for the children, right? So in the end, but if working hard to provide for the children and end up I am not catering to my children's needs, I realized that if I have to make a choice, then between work and family, then it would be my children. So right there and then, about 29 months ago, before I chanced upon this business, I actually tendered my resignation from that previous job. And then,
Mhm.
while serving my notice of 2 months, I was actually actively looking around to see what else I could do after that, after serving my notice. Am I going to be stuck in another desk bound job? And if I am going to be stuck in another desk bound job, um, I have to find one, or rather another source of income that can actually support my active income. I realized that, in Singapore, there's really no way you can rely on a single source of
Single
income
income. Mm.
to actually, raise your children, because the standard of living is quite high in Singapore. Yeah. So
Yes.
in the end, while serving the notice, I was actually looking around, and I actually chanced upon this business while serving my notice.
Mm. So
Yeah.
you noticed this via Facebook when you try to scroll.
Uh, on IG, I actually saw the post from my mentor and coach, Maybelline, through
Mm.
IG. So while I was scrolling through the social media feeds, my usual me time of scrolling through,
Mhm.
her post actually made me stop scrolling. And then I read, and I was very intrigued by it, because it ticked everything off the list of what I was looking for at that point of time, where, you could have another source of income. And then also this source of income is a passive source, and it can actually work around your schedule, especially the schedule of a busy working mother. So with that, it actually tick off everything, and I decided,
Mhm. Mm.
I should give it a try to see whether
Mm.
it works, because it was something that's flexible, and it only required 2 to 3 hours of my free time a day. So that was something that I could give, and I could try out to see, how it can actually fit into my schedule, and then I still get another source of so-called passive income alongside my active one, while I
Mm.
actually, if I do start another full-time job after serving my notice.
Yeah. That at that time your children was how old?
My children at that point of time were 10 and 8. That was
10.
about two years plus ago. Yeah, about 10 and
Mm. They were, yeah, they
four.
were in primary school.
Correct.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
at
and
that
they were
time
spending a long time in school, so they were always like grumbling. But that was the lockdown period. Before the lockdown period, they have to spend like 12 hours in school, because after school, because we are all working, both parents are working,
Yeah.
they have to stay in school for more than 12
It's
hours, because
okay.
after school, they will still
Yeah.
have to go to student care.
Mm.
Yeah, so they always come
Yeah.
home. It's not just the parents who come home tired. The children also came home feeling very drained,
Yes.
and we don't really
Correct.
have quality time together after that. Yeah.
Correct. And by the time they come home, it will be like same timing with us. It's about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and then we
Mm.
only have about 3 hours
Mm,
before their bedtime together.
correct. 2 to 3 hours. So it's like we're always rushing for time. Yeah.
And then dinner time will be a very quick dinner, and they have to do their homework.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that
still
was
there.
yeah, I'm still there. Mine
Yeah.
passed. Mine passed already. My girl is in Sec 3 this year, so
Nice.
it's a bit relaxed for me. A bit
Mm.
relaxed for me now, but still need our attention.
Yes.
Yeah, Jillian, what is the biggest achievement and change that happened since you started this online business?
Mm, I guess the biggest change is
Mm,
in myself. Uh, the biggest change I saw was in myself, because like if for people who actually know me, like my friends and my family, they will know that I'm somebody who cannot um I cannot do something for long. I have got this, like, I will do things in a 3分钟热度.
mm, mm,
My spark goes off very fast, especially if I were to do it myself. So I did try a few small ventures on my own, but it didn't work out because it was mainly a one-man show, and I've got to do everything myself, and there were a lot of like stock and inventory involved, and
mm,
I had to see to everything myself. So being so new doing business at that point of time, if I got stuck, there was nobody I could turn to for help or support. So I had and when it comes to that and there was no support, I gave up very quickly. Yeah. So I think the biggest change that came to me, even my family realized, is that with this business, uh, I have been in it for 2 years, over 2 years now, and doing it more passionately than ever as the day goes by. So to them, this was a very big change, because from somebody who couldn't last through something for long, I actually stayed in this business for more than 2 years until this day. And even in personal growth, I did grow a lot, because I'm not somebody who is very good at multitasking, like I told you, and my time management wasn't that good either. So it got better along the way as I did this business, and then
mm,
I can't say I'm exactly good at it now, but it's gotten better from 2 years ago,
mm,
and I've learned a lot from this business, from this platform, and whatever I've learned, I managed to actually give back by even imparting the skills that I've learned to my own family, like my father,
mm,
like teaching him how to do go lives and stuff like that. So whatever I learn, I'm able to apply it, and it feels very good when whatever I have learned for myself, I'm able to pass the knowledge and the experience on to other people, even outside the
mm,
business, like my family, to show them that the things that I learn is also um, beneficial, and it can be applied to you, to what you are doing also in your life. So all these were the changes that I seen in myself. But the biggest achievement that I have achieved so far, I guess, from this business is um, when I first started this business, I set a 5-year goal for myself to want to be able to retire from being
mm,
bound to a desk uh, uh, job.
mm,
Within 5 years, I hope to actually quit from my desk bound job, and to be able to stay home with my children. So
mm,
that was the goal that I set. And in the past, it's always a cycle whereby whatever goals I set for the year, when the next year come, then when people ask, "Oh, what's your New Year resolution?" I'll like, "Oh, I'll have to recycle what I what I did for the
yeah,
year before, because it didn't happen." So
yeah,
I am bringing it over, extending it. So surprisingly and thankfully with this business, when I started and I gave myself a 5-year target or a 5-year mark, I wasn't expecting too much from it. To be honest, I had this thinking like, okay, it's going to be like, you will roll on again. But within the 2-year mark, I was
Mm.
very blessed to be able to quit, or rather hit my goal of wanting to so-called quit my job. And I was able to do that instead of the 5 year that I set for myself. I managed to do it within the 2-year mark.
Two
And
years
it
mark.
just it coincides because it happened to be so timely, because this year is a crucial year for my girl who's doing her PSLE. So I
Mm.
actually managed to do it at this crucial or timely manner, whereby
Mm.
I'm able to be with her during this crucial time, the PSLE year mark. So
Yeah.
this is the biggest achievement that I have so far, and yeah, very thankful for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. PSLE is a crucial year. I
Mm,
remember when my daughter was having PSLE year, she was very tense, and I was very tied up with my work too. And I also didn't have much time um, going through the paper. I mean the passive paper with her, and then all I did was to print out the papers, and then but we bought a lot of passive paper and just let her do and
yes,
practice.
yes, correct.
Yeah. So I think being with her during the crucial time is important.
Mm, because for
Mm,
me,
I think
I can't coach her academically. It's beyond my
yeah,
capacity, but at least I can be around. Yeah, so
correct. And
to
also,
so
the first step forward is always tough, but it's also rewarding. So don't let the fear hold us back, and have courage.
correct,
Be curious and take the leap of faith and see ourselves succeed.
correct.
Mm. So what about our training, our training platform, the training system, the automated system? Can you give us some thoughts
So
about it?
yep, yep, yep. I actually love when I first started the business, I told you I started it to see how flexible it is
Mm.
for a working mother, especially how it can actually fit into my schedule. Uh, so
Mm-hmm.
as I went into the business, I realized that, it's really true. I only needed pockets of my free time to work on it, like 2 to 3 hours a day. And it's not like a whole block of 2 to 3 hours, one shot. You can actually use
Mm.
throughout the day your pockets of free time to actually work on it. And I managed to fit it into my schedule as a busy mother. I didn't have to work the business. I didn't have to work my life into the business, but the business into my life. So it actually
Mm.
fitted very nicely onto it. And I love how everything is so user friendly, because I'm not exactly the most tech savvy person around. So
Mm.
I gain a lot of like my technical knowledge from the training side as well. So I like how it is so user friendly. It gives us a very bite size, step by step, very detailed, video recorded steps to actually go through the training on our own. But ultimately, what I like most is that there is really a very strong layer. There are many, many layers of support within the global community. Like I told you last time, I had to be doing everything on my own, and I gave up really easily when I didn't have support. But one of the reasons that draw me into this business, besides the flexibility, besides the business automation of working for you when you alongside your commitments, is also the layers of support that I'm getting within the global community. Because even though we are individual business owners, I am not
Mm.
doing it alone, because there are always people that I can tap on for help or support if I do meet with issues, technical issues, or even for them to share their experience with me on what could have gone wrong that in this testing that I've done, and
Mm-hmm.
it and it actually really benefited. Yeah, I love the support that I was getting, and that is how it has brought me or kept me here for 2 years plus. And I am also paying it forward by doing the same for the community now, for the team now.
Yeah, we have very we also have a newbie group, and if we
Yes.
correct and
Especially lately, we have so many layers of support compared to my time 2 years plus ago. There are really so many additional layers of support these days, and I'm really thankful for this layers of support because it's I find that having support is very crucial. Yeah, you wouldn't feel that you are alone, or because even when the training site, what you think you can't find from the training site, or what the training site can't provide for you, being so-called online, and that is dead, you have live people who are
mm,
able to assist you, to give you the solutions if you need.
yes,
Mm,
correct.
yeah,
So do you
that's
have
why.
any advice to those people? There are still a lot of people who are scared, they are skeptical out there, they want to start something new, to start this business, but they still think we are a scam. Do you have any advice for them?
Yeah. uh I was the same kind of skeptical person, like
Mm,
many of maybe the audience who are looking at this sharing right now. So, like many of you, I was also the skeptical one 2 years plus ago, 29 months ago. I was also sitting on the other side of the fence thinking, this sounds too good to be true, and it might be even a scam. So, I was a bit hesitant to start. But then I realized that if I didn't, everything that I am relying on would be just hearsay. People can tell me how good the system is, how effective the training site is, and how much support there is within the business and stuff like that. But if I don't take a step forward to put my foot into the business to find out for myself, it will always be hearsay. I will not be able to verify if all this hearsay is really true if I did not experience it for myself. So so I decided to actually take the first step forward. And after doing my due diligence, of course, like checking out if this is a legit business, and and along the way I got to meet many other ordinary mothers like myself, who,
mhm.
as I have gone through this business together for the last 29 months, I have seen how they have grown also, and how they have succeeded along the way in this business. And it has also happened for me. So that is why I'm able to, um, verify that this is really legit, because I did not rely on hearsay, but verify it by do, experiencing, finding out for myself. Never try, never know. Find out for yourself if you really want to know if it's true, because otherwise, whatever you are relying on is just hearsay. So
Yeah,
when you take a
try
step
it out.
forward, like, try it out yourself, experience it. When you are able to experience the results yourself, then you are able to know that, okay, this is worth starting or not, this is worth continuing or not. So, to let you know that for someone who was skeptical and sitting on the other side of the fence 29 months ago, and now in this business for 29 months and still going strong,
Still
if this was
doing.
a scam, I wouldn't be here in a scam for 29 months. Yeah. So I would
Yeah,
probably be behind bars now if this was a scam. We wouldn't be showing our faces online, like telling people, trying to scam people, because scammers um don't last long if you
correct. Yeah, this business is not a get rich quick scheme. It is a
correct.
real business, and you have to give time, invest time to the business. You
Correct.
have to fix.
I love how this business, like you say, this is really not a get rich quick scheme. Um
Mm,
this kind of business, if there is really a get rich quick scheme out there, then that is really most likely a scam. But
scam.
what we are doing is really a business that takes time to build, and it's not an overnight, from rags to riches kind of thing. But what we started for ourselves in this business is a source of passive income that eventually grows and, exceeds your expenses. Yeah. So that is when we are able to, live a better lifestyle, more comfortably, and be able to tell people that, okay, I'm able to achieve so-called financial freedom because my passive income has exceeded, like in my case, my passive income exceeded my active source of income from my job. And from there, I was able to quit. Yeah. And I
Mm.
think it all starts off with, I like these quotes where it says, success occurs when preparation meets opportunity, fueled by action. So for me,
Mm.
last time, if I did not do my so-called preparation in the mind to want to look for something, another source of income alongside my active income, I wouldn't have met this business. I wouldn't have chanced upon this business opportunity. And if I didn't chance upon, and even if I chance upon this business opportunity, if I didn't take action to start it, to find it out for myself if it's really worth my time, then I wouldn't be where I am today. Yeah.
Correct. So we have to fix our mindset.
Yes,
Positive
it's all
mindset is important to be
correct.
curious and be open, take the initial step.
I think it's good
Mm.
to be cautious because no matter what, starting a business is not, easy. It's really something that you need to think through, do some uh, due diligence, do some,
Mm.
risk management calculation and stuff like that too. But if you don't do all this to check out, you will not know if this venture is actually something that might work for you. So the key is still, the biggest enemy is ourselves. We will be having a lot of mind games inside, like, okay, there will be this little voice that talk to us. Are you sure this is what you want? Are you sure this will
Mm.
work? This is a scam and stuff like that. But then if you do not rule over that little voice in you and go forward to find out for yourself, you will not be able to verify if this will work. And it didn't cost me anything. At the most, it would have costed me just 90 minutes of my time.
Correct.
I started off by finding out about the business through a free 90-minute webinar. And if 90 minutes of my time is all that is needed for me to be able to get more information, if this business is legit and if this business model will work for me, then why not? Yeah. So
Correct.
at the most, what I lost is 90 minutes of my time. But if if not, then with just 90 minutes of my time spent or rather invested, and I'm able to, determine that this business is what I need and what I want, then 90 minutes is really very little to get started. And that's where we are today, right?
Right. Correct.
Mm,
So thank you so much, Shalene, for sharing
no
your journey
problem.
and having
Thank you
this
for
chat
having
session
me.
with me tonight. So before we wrap up this live session, is there anything else you would like to share?
Nope, I would be telling the rest of the audience, don't wait anymore because there'll never be a perfect time for you to start.
Time.
Yes,
Mm.
there'll never be a right time or a perfect time. And for me, now that as I look back, right, I always tell myself I wish I had started this earlier because I'm not exactly young anymore. So I wish I had chance upon this earlier. I
Mm.
wish my skepticism didn't rule so much of me before. And yeah, so after having been through this, I would have said that having experienced this personally myself, the transformation I've gone through since before I joined and after I joined, I would say that you have to try it out for yourself in order to know if this is legit or not. It will not work if Lisa tells you this is a legit business. It will not work if Jalene tells you this is legit business
Mm.
because this will be all hearsay. So find it out for yourself because only when you experience it for yourself, you will be the best judge to know if this will be what you want. So 90 minutes
Correct.
is all you need to get invested.
Correct.
to
So
check
for
it out.
all the viewers, those who
Mm,
are interested to know more about our business, you may register your name and email at our website, and you will receive a personal link to join the
mm.
90 minutes webinar. The 90 minutes webinar is complimentary. It happens on every Wednesday and Thursday, Singapore time, 8 o'clock in
Wednesday
the
and
morning.
Friday.
Wednesday
Wednesday
and
and
Friday.
Friday. Yeah, 8 o'clock Singapore time. Yeah.
But if
But
you
if you
miss it,
mm,
hmm,
you
then you
can
can
catch the live
always watch the
session.
replay session
Yes, that's what I
anytime at
love
your
about the business, It
convenience.
really works around our schedule. Yeah.
Correct. So I'm also very happy that our business platform will have two steps in order to start this business. Check out the complimentary webinar, get more information, because really deciding on something means that you need to have more information, right? Then only you can decide whether this business is right for you, and you have to
Mm,
understand what this business is all about. You
yes.
can
Don't hear
just
it from other people.
mm,
Find it out for yourself.
correct. You can just be curious and just listen to it, and who knows, maybe you don't need to invest anything if it's not the right fit for you. But the
Mm,
90-minute session that gives you an overview of how this business works. So you will also hear from other business partner on the panel sharing their stories and
yes.
testimonials. Who knows?
Ordinary people like us. Yeah.
Hmm, yeah, can resonate with your stories and see what's best possible for you as well.
Yes.
All right, so that's all we have for you tonight, and I really appreciate your presence tonight, and I hope it really inspire you to check it out.
Mm, yes.
Thank you so much for joining in,
Thank you,
and bye for now.
everyone.
Bye, Julie.
Bye. Thanks, Lisa.
Bye.
Bye.